Hey guys, it's Numastacker back with you, and welcome to another installment, the second installment of the Mega Results series of videos. Well, this particular one anyway, and promise there won't be any more Latin in the title of this video. Not sure that went down too well, but there will be a lot of gold in this box, and you'll see a common thread running through this box, and that thread is going to be sovereigns. So let's have a look at the sovereigns that are inside this box, starting with this 1891 M for Melbourne, Australian sovereign, followed closely by the India sovereign, only 1 year, 1818, and then there wasn't another one till 2013. There's quite a lot of these coins around. Surprisingly, I've come across so many of them, and they tend to grade pretty well. So if you're after a particularly special one, look for 63, 64, 65. There's quite a few under 63 mint state. This one is a circulation 2 sovereign. Most of the 2 sovereigns that I see are not circulation coins. They are mostly proofs. There aren't very many of the circulation coins around. This one got an AU55. I think it could have done a bit better. I think it's been a little bit undergraded. I think it was worth a little bit more than that. I mean, just look at the muscles on on the St George. I can't see such significant wear on this coin that it would have been a 55. So I think that did deserve a little bit more. Next up is 1825. If you've been watching my videos, you'll know that 1825 is a very special year. It's the year of my proof sovereign, 1825 proof, which is a pattern sovereign. But this one is a circulation. In terms of hearts and semis, it is an 8-heart semi right there in the middle. So there's 8 hearts on that right-hand panel of the inner shield. And this one's been graded as a VF, a very fine coin by NGC. Next one is in the Canadian series of sovereigns. So that ran from, I don't know, 1908? Was it 1908 up until 1918 for about 10 years? And some of those coins are extremely rare. For example, the 1916 and even the 1911 that you see here goes for pretty above average money. A half sovereign from 1877, AU55. Half sovereigns can be even rarer than full sovereigns, but not as many people seem to collect them. But I've come across a lot of people who are building collections of half sovereigns, and it may very well be that the smart money for the future is on the half sovereign rather than the full sovereign. The full sovereign has been discovered. It's worth a premium price generally over the half sovereign. And I think over the next few years, we're going to see half sovereigns more widely collected than we have done in the past. This one is an 1817 half sovereign. Not very well. Well, it's pretty worn. It's a pretty worn circulation coin. These were very widely used and very widely worn, whereas a lot of sovereigns can be less worn. Half sovereign was a day-to-day kind of coin in George III's time. This one got a fine grade. I think it's interesting. It's not bad, and you can pick up coins like this for relatively modest money, and it's quite nice to pick up those kind of coins as type coins. 1818 was a rarer year, and an XF40 is obviously a much better result than the fine of the 1817. A little bit more detail on this. Still a pretty worn circulation coin. The shield is slightly better, maybe slightly more protected in some way than the side with the monochrome. And as I said, 1818 is a slightly scarcer year than 1817. Another one here, 1911 Canada sovereign, very good grade, 63 plus. You get a plus sign if it's like an A or a B class coin, and the regular coins don't have a plus sign, so people do pay a little bit extra for plus or star rated coins. Another Shield half sovereign, 1890 in XF. (1906) one sovereign in AU. Edward VII, who was the son of Queen Victoria. And I think that there's quite a lot more people collecting now Edward VII. I think it's one of those kings which you see people picking up these coins. Also George V as well. You see people picking up these coins, and maybe in the next time period, 10, 20 years, these will prove to be a pretty astute buy. I love the toning on that one. It's an MS61, but it's got a lovely golden toning on it. Another half sovereign, 1828. And this one, unfortunately, was a details coin. It was removed from jewellery, from a mount, or maybe it was a ring, maybe it was a pendant necklace. And you can see on the coin exactly where the mount came off, and you can see the damage it caused. You see at the bottom the little scraping by the 18 of 1828. Just inside the border was where something was clasping hold of the border. And so yeah, I mean, clearly it's a details coin, but the person who owned it wanted to grade all these coins to put in their collection. So it was kind of expected to be a details coin when it went in. In a way, I think you can learn as much or more looking at the details coins than you can with the ones given a numerical grade. So this one is a cleaned coin. NGC no longer use the terms surface hairlines and kind of other types of cleaning. They seem to put cleaned on now as a generic. 1917, a slightly better year for Canadian sovereigns. So nice to see that one. A 1917 Canada sovereign. If that had been a 16, then it would have been worth maybe, what, $20,000? What would you say for a 1916? Maybe more than that. And this last one did really well, 1893. This one is a veiled head sovereign, but it got a really, really good grade. And if we try and get a close-up here at the fields, you can see why it got the grade. You can see almost no bag marks, no damage to the fields. A little bit, a couple of little bits, but not enough to really detract from the coin. And you can see here the luster on this side. It's a really nice coin. Quite a few veiled sovereigns are in good condition. They weren't really used for circulation in the same way as earlier sovereigns might have been. An MS64 Plus is a really, really good grade for that coin. So that's all that I have for you in this little box. Before I leave you, I just want to show you the other one that arrived in one of the supersized boxes, one of the big slabs, and you can see what you think of this one as well. So let's take a look at what we've got. It's a biggie. It's in a big extra large slab, and this one is a Korean tiger, 10 ounce of silver. This was conserved by NCS and then graded by NGC, and it did very, very well. It was in a little bit of a toned condition. Wouldn't have got a 70, I don't think. It might have got a 68 or a 69, and then after conservation it managed to get a 70 grade. So there's no denomination on it. It's an official mint medal, but everybody loves tigers. These are very popular and pretty expensive coins. There's another few videos in the pipeline for this mega grading. I hope you have enjoyed this one with the gold sovereigns in, and hopefully there'll be, well, in fact, there is quite a lot of variety in some of the others, so it won't all be sovereigns, although there are a number of modern sovereigns as well that came through. So if you enjoyed this video, please please subscribe, please comment, please click the little notify icon so that the system tells you when there's a new Numistacker video, and I look forward to joining you again very soon in the next mega results grading video number 3.